I know the lighting's terrible, and you could probably tell that I was crying like an hour ago, but I don't really care, and I just have a message that I want to share with everyone, with students, that's like on my heart right now. And I don't know, I've been putting off this video because I'm trying to be consistent with YouTube, but it's kind of like I keep like procrastinating, I guess, and I just felt like doing it right now, just being very spontaneous right now, and I guess authentic. I feel like I don't need to be super fancy and have the lighting and an outfit and my makeup. It's not important, and that's not who I am. So this is me. This is the real me. I guess I just want to talk about like students who don't believe in themselves, and I've talked about this on my TikTok and my Instagram, but I want to also bring this message to YouTube because I think it's one of the most important messages, and that's simply because this is the message that really changed my life. I would have never gotten accepted to UCLA or any of the UCs that I applied to if I hadn't eventually figured this out or had this realization. And as you can see by the title of this video, like, I faced a lot of failure and rejection in my life growing up, and not just within academics. It was outside of academics. It was actually, I was raised by a verbally abusive parent, and that really affected my mental health negatively. It really affected my beliefs about myself. I had very negative beliefs about myself, and that's still an ongoing struggle as abuse is for anyone. You don't have confidence in yourself, you don't really put yourself out there, you don't really even try. At least in my experience, I didn't for a long time. So I wasn't really applying myself as a student in school, and I did poorly because of that. And I just came into school thinking I wasn't smart, so I didn't try ever. And it wasn't until graduating high school where I saw all my peers applying to university or getting accepted into university and growing up, moving on with their lives, where I really felt lost and confused and ashamed because I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have any plans, and I was confused how they all seemed to have everything figured out. So because of that, I was really hard on myself, and I was miserable because I was comparing myself to others, and I didn't know it at the time, but I don't think that was a fair comparison because my background wasn't equal to theirs. And I saw a quote today that was like, if you see a flower environment that isn't helping it grow, would you blame the flower? Like, if you saw a flower in a desert and you saw that it needed water, would you blame the flower or would you add water to it? You would obviously add water to it. So it's like we are a direct reflection of our environment. And I really resonated to that, being someone who was verbally abused and didn't apply myself in school, and, was really academically insecure because, as a result of that verbal abuse. So once I, graduated high school, I didn't really know what to do. And on top of that, I was a first-generation student, so I didn't have any guidance with academics or college. So I just decided to apply to community college because I didn't know what else I was supposed to do, and I knew that was a thing that people did. And I did it very carelessly because I didn't really know what I was supposed to be I didn't know what classes I was supposed to take. I didn't know I was supposed to choose a university. I didn't know how to research university. I didn't know what I was doing at all. I just blindly took classes and blindly went to school, and that showed. I did poorly, which I've explained in my other video. And it wasn't until, ironically, English professor saw potential in me, and she said I had really well writing, and she recommended that I go to this transfer academy, Irvine Transfer Enrichment Academy. And I was like, okay, I'll apply to it. And she wrote me a letter of recommendation. And so I applied and I got accepted, which was a pretty big deal because not everyone got accepted in the school and there was a lot of applicants. But even though I got accepted, I was still so reluctant to go just because I'm super shy, and also I had never taken advantage of any sort of academic opportunities ever. So it was a very foreign thing for me to do, and it was an overnight stay. So I almost did not go because I was so shy, but I'm so glad I did, because from that moment on, from that camp, I changed the trajectory of my entire life. I would not have this account. I would have not ever transferred. I would have never even gone to UCLA. Like, so many things would have never happened if I didn't take this first step. That would have been a huge stepping stone and a huge first step out of my comfort zone, and a huge first step of realizing that, you know, I'm not dumb just because someone told me I was, or I'm not a failure, I'm not worthless just because someone told me I was. Like, if you apply yourself and surround yourself by an environment that's going to support and lift you up, then you will excel, you'll succeed, you'll grow. Even if it's a slow growth, you'll eventually grow. So I did go to this transfer enrichment academy where I met really smart, motivated people who had really strong academic goals. They wanted to transfer to UCs or Ivy Leagues, and I built close relationships with them, and we formed study groups. We started taking classes together, and all these students were joining the honors program. So I was like, okay, let me join the honors program. Like, that'll help me, even though it was scary because I had to get letters of recommendation from professors, and you know, it's scary when you're not used to that, when you're not used to being that type of student. And like, for so long I defined myself as someone who wasn't smart, or someone who wasn't meant for school, or someone who wasn't meant for college. So all of this was way out of my comfort zone, and even though it was out of my comfort zone, I got rejected from the honors program the first time, being so real. And I've said that before, and I'm literally gonna cry just talking about it. I'm also about to get my period. I got rejected the first time, and I could have stopped there. I could have said, okay, I guess it's true. I could have said, I shouldn't have done that, like, that, I'm so dumb, like, why did I apply? But no, I kept trying. I tried again the next semester once I did raise my grades, and I got accepted. And not only did I get accepted into the honors program, the next semester after I was accepted, I applied to a honors scholarship, which is the highest scholarship a student could have received at my community college, and I received the honors scholarship. So that's my message to you. Take the step. Go out of your comfort zone. Stop doubting yourself. Don't let anyone tell you can't do something. Don't let anyone make you feel like you're not smart enough, because you could work towards it. You could grow. Surround yourself with the right people. Surround yourself with an environment that's going to support you, and an environment that's going to motivate and inspire you. Just because you're at a spot now doesn't mean you can't grow and progress into a higher place.